What am I doing? I'm trying to open up a portal. Visualize, visualize. This is actually a spoon. That's why. Let's talk about Doctor Strange. Full disclosure up front, I'm a big Marvel fan, so there is probably going to be some bias in this review, but I will try to be as objective as possible. So Doctor Strange, I just saw it and had some people say, hey, you should do a movie review on that one. So hey, it's my second movie review ever, but let's talk about it. Doctor Strange is number, I think, like 17 in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it's the first time for this character, and I'll be, up front, I had no idea anything about him. I've never really read comics, but even just, everybody's heard of Spider-Man, Superman, Batman, stuff like that, but Doctor Strange, never heard of the guy, and I went into it pretty much not knowing anything at all, and I came out of it, and he's a pretty cool dude. When I was walking out of the theater, I was trying to open up portals and all sorts of stuff, but I guess I just need more training. So Doctor Strange stars Benedict Cumberbatch, stars Rachel McAdams, his mentor, that guy, and then the Ancient One. I don't know who those people are, so I guess in the comments below. And I suppose I could look that up, but point being, these are the four main characters, and then a lot of crazy stuff goes down. It is an origin story, so you get to see where Doctor Strange was, where he starts to go, and then where he ultimately ends. And I will give the movie a lot of credit here. I did not like Stephen Strange, his name in the movie, at all. Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job of portraying it. He's very arrogant. He's very, at one point he says, all right, listen up, bachelor degree, to this one character. That's one of my favorite lines, but it really goes to just show how cocky and arrogant he is. And for me, I really didn't like him. And when he got in the accident, I didn't really feel that bad for him at that point. So I'll give credit to the movie for just kind of building that up where you really don't like the guy. And then from there, things start to change, and I'll just leave it at that without ruining things. So very good job for, on the movie for that part. And special effects, if you've seen any other reviews, fantastic. Crazy. I did not see it in 3D or IMAX or anything. I will say this though, I'd imagine that if you did see it in 3D or IMAX, or if you're thinking about it, but you're one of these people that gets kind of motion sick or anything like that, probably not the best idea. Me personally, I get pretty motion sick and stuff like that. So a 3D experience for me would have probably been, me with my head in the trash can the majority of the movie, just barfing my lungs out. But if you don't struggle with that, then I would say that this is almost a must-see in 3D because, there's all sorts of visual things going on that are very, very cool. Now, the one thing that a lot of people, and I will agree with, say about the Marvel movies is, the villains are always kind of like, all right, it doesn't really matter, and they're always kind of the, hashtag weak sauce type thing. It's just whatever. And here, almost the same thing, but there's kind of a little twist to a villain that's in it that I think opens up and expands possibilities in the future. So by no means would I say that this was like some sort of revolutionary new villain that all of a sudden transformed things. But I think it was better than, some of the other villains that have popped up in past Marvel movies. So that's definitely something that I would give on the pro side. In regards to some of the negatives, the first thing that just really bothered me is, and they never showed how long some of these, time periods went, but for some surgeon that's clearly a very smart guy, and I don't know if he's ever, was the most athletic person. To be fair, they never got into that. But it seemed like in a very short amount of time, maybe after like one little scene, he's like some martial arts master and he's going up against all these other people that have had a lot more training than he is, yet he's holding his own and he's fighting. And so maybe I'm nitpicking with this, but where did he learn how to be such a ninja in such a short amount of time? To go from a surgeon to a world-class ninja, kind of a stretch, but I guess it's a comic book movie at the end of the day, right? So I'm probably nitpicking, but that was one thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And then also, I don't know, I thought it started off exciting, then slowed down, and then got more exciting, and then kind of, so I don't know if the inconsistency and maybe the pacing was a little, but I thought that could have been a little bit better. And then finally, more so for the overall Marvel Universe, I feel like now that they've established some of these things that they've established, they can just be like, just kidding, we're going to do that because of that. Or, well, yeah, we're going to do that all of a sudden. I don't want to ruin anything, but I'll just leave it at this. The big producers and such, the directors, the powers that be at Disney and at Marvel, they can pretty much do whatever they want now, and then essentially pull out an eraser and be like, nah, never mind. So yeah, that can probably be cool, but in my mind, kind of looking forward, that gives them a whole lot of flexibility. So I hope things just don't get really, really goofy going on in the future. But hey, it's Marvel. They've got a good thing going. So hopefully they don't abuse kind of this flexibility that has now been established within the universe itself. But like I said, those are just a few little nitpicks. Definitely stay at the end. There's two after credit scenes. The mid credit scene is awesome. It's got me pretty fired up, and I'm excited to see where all that goes. So definitely stick around and watch those mid credit scenes. All in all though, good job with the character development. Like I said, didn't like the guy, and by the end I'll say, yeah, I liked him, and I literally walked out trying to open up portals and stuff like that. So I was totally sold on the new character, the newest character in the Marvel universe, and I'm excited to see what else they can do with them, and hopefully they just don't use that flexibility in any sort of strange ways. Pretty clever, huh? Overall though, I'm going to give the movie a B, and yeah, I can't wait to see what they have in store. So what were your comments? Have you seen it? What did you think about it? And do you agree with me in regard to kind of this flexibility? If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Are you worried about that? Or do you think that Marvel, the head honchos will treat things okay? Or do you think they're going to start to do a bunch of weird things with it and, kind of make things, okay, that's a little... So let me know your thoughts on that below. If you want me to do some more movie reviews, like I said, this is my second one ever, then let me know. And I will take all constructive criticism well, but if you're just going to be like, dude, you suck. Okay, well, how am I supposed to get any better with that? But if you can offer criticism, I'm all for that. So hopefully you enjoyed.